Good evening, Christian friends and families. This is my first time doing a testimony by myself on a video, and I came to know Jesus Christ back in '84. Well, I grew up in Cambodia, and not as a Christian, but my parent was Buddha, and my father was practicing Buddhism, commit to Buddhism. He was a monk for many years before he married my mom. And as the war went through, the communists took over, and we lived under the communists for 3 years and 8 months. Life was rough, starvation, heavy labor. So when the Vietnamese took over, I came to camps with my family, my mom. We were separated by my older brothers, all separated from us. So it was just myself, my 1-year-old brother, and my sister and my mom. But when we came to one of the camp in Thailand, my mom heard the good news, and she kind of accept Christ, but not really, because we thought, and people grow up as kids not in a Christian environment. Everybody thought that Jesus is a Western religion, or what people say would be a white religion. And I was wondering about that too, but when I came to the state back in end of 1980s, and our sponsor was taking us to church, and then my mom started to give her life to Christ, and I did back then in high school. And I wasn't really know Jesus personally. I just go to church. Church was like a place to play sport or hang out with friends, or just a community. And I would do other stuff outside. But when I got to college, I realized there's something different about the people that walk with Jesus Christ. So I was living in Long Beach, going to church on 5th Street and Atlantic in Long Beach. And I see there's some changes in other people. So I start to seek more. So I took some classes in college about religion, Christianity, the world religion, and humanity. And one thing I noticed that Christ was start to change in my life, and my mom also was a sponsor as introduced to us on Christianity. None of my brother was a believer, but I continued to go. But 1990, I met Molly, now's my wife, and we doing a prayer at Christopher Lapel's house. We keep going there on Wednesday night and Friday night, praying what God was having in our life. And I did not know how to believe in Jesus as personal Savior. All I know was like, oh, okay, Jesus is just another religion to me. So in '99, when Christopher invited me to go back to serve with him in Cambodia, and that's when it really hit my heart, because a couple of days ago we learned about next step. I spent a couple hours next step ministry with the earth. And that's looking back, my gift was stronghold was hospitality, serving, and encouraging. That was my strong number 3. And look back, that was God had a plan for me. And when I went to Golden West, Echo Park location, now it's inside out also. And my wife, I married her. She asked me to go up there with her back in 92. We got married in 93. So I found out that she has the same heart as me. And we serve, and we start to see ourselves in all these kids in Cambodia. So we serve as Christ for Kids back in Cambodia, and continue to serve at church at the Echo Park location. And I always have a heart to serve, and I think every one of us have a gift, like I learned the other day, but sometimes we did not use it. And I realized that Jesus is not for one race. Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is for the whole world. And when people telling me now, some of my friends say, hey, why you believe in Jesus? Jesus is for the Western. I said, look at your geography again. Jesus was born in the Middle East. Jesus was a Jew, and Jesus was for everybody. So I encourage friends and families that we can tell other people that Jesus is for the world, and Jesus changed my life. I thank God that we've been blessed. My whole family, my son and my daughter, Nick and Alex, are serve with us at the church here and overseas in Cambodia. And now we are part of Diamond Canyon, and I really appreciate the elders over there, and I continue to learn and to serve. And that's my testimony today, and thank you so much.